I declare the congregation open. Good morning, members of the university, guests, and especially all of you graduating here today. It's an enormous pleasure to be able to welcome you on what is a very special occasion. We are here to celebrate the achievements of our students from County College. You are all very welcome indeed. I would play a special welcome to friends and relatives of our students here today. I know you'll be feeling especially proud of what your friend or your relative has achieved. You're extremely welcome. I'd also like to make special mention of our honorary degree recipient, Ursa Daly-Ward, about whom we'll hear more later. I'm very pleased to Ursa that you are with us here today. As you can probably gather from the fanfare, degree ceremonies are supposed to be formal occasions, and they are. But they're also events to be enjoyed. So for those of you at the back, when your friend or your relative comes on stage, I encourage you can applaud, you can laugh, you can cry, you can dance in the aisle, you can whoop, you can stand, you can do whatever you want. It's supposed to be a formal and a joyful occasion. This really is a day of celebration, and I dare say for some of you sat in front of me, that might well extend into the night. I say that from experience. I graduated here in 1979, an eon ago. By the way, I never thought I'd be Chancellor. Okay, so you graduate today, and about in 50 years' time, you get the chance to stand here. The university that I was in those days was a very different university from the one that you've been in. For a start, it was about half the size. So today you're in a much bigger university, but the truth is you're in a far better one. In fact, honestly, it's so good, I'd probably struggle to get in nowadays. Lancaster is in the top dozen of universities in our country. And the wonderful thing about it is that, you know, each year we sort of improve and we grow and we change, but the one thing that remains remarkably constant is that we stay true to our founding principles, that this should be a university that is open to all with talent and potential. At Lancaster, excellence hasn't been bought at the expense of equity. We provide opportunities for students regardless of their backgrounds in life. Our philosophy is very simple. What counts is not where you came from in the past, but whether you're prepared to put in the effort to create a better future. And today we celebrate the fact that each and every one of you has seized that opportunity. Graduation ceremonies are often thought of something that, if you like, marks the end of an era, a rite of passage between one part of your lives and the next. It is true, this is an important moment in all of your lives. But I hope that what today really is not something that is about closing an old story, but rather opening a new chapter. I say that because what you have learned here, you will carry throughout your lives. You'll have learned things from your studies. Look, if you've studied management, you may well go into business. If you've studied computing, you may well pursue a career in IT. If you've studied politics, then frankly, heaven help you. There's always hope. I think what you'll find, however, that what you've learned is more than the knowledge about a particular subject. I can't speak for all of you, but for me, when I came here, it genuinely changed my life. You know, like I guess some of you, I was the first in my family to go to university. It really helped me on my way from being a kid growing up on a northeast council estate, and it helped me in the end to become a member of the UK's cabinet. It was a privilege. My time here was an absolute gift. It taught me things way beyond my studies. It taught me how to learn, how to analyse, how to argue, how to question. And it taught me too the relationship between effort and reward. If it's easy, it isn't really worth doing. It's the hard things in life that make you. And as you all now know, there are no easy degrees here at Lancaster. I'm looking at our postgraduate PhD students in particular, but it applies to all of you. Everyone has to be earned through effort, dedication, commitment, and sheer hard work. So today, we're not just celebrating your intelligence, we're also celebrating your resilience, your ability to rise to a challenge and to beat it. And that is just as well, because when you leave here, you're about to enter a world that is certainly not short of challenges. Some have described this era as the era of permacrisis. We live in a world that is uncertain and volatile, with a lot of ambiguity and a lot of crises. And what we try to do here is equip our students with the ability to navigate that world. We try to give you the right attributes, to be purposeful in how you focus, to be outward-looking in your demeanour. You are and will be the leaders of the future. There'll be mixed views in this hall, I'm sure, about whether the leaders that we have today in the world are equipped for the role that we need. But I hope that we can all share view that the people that are sat before us today in these front rows, they are the best hope for the world's future. Ours is unashamedly a global university. We believe in a very simple thing. We believe in building bridges, not walls. We have campuses throughout the world. We have 8,000 students in campuses that are not based in the UK at all. And here on campus, we're very proud of the fact that we welcome students from 180 countries across the globe, and that our staff come from all parts of Europe and well beyond. The rich diversity that they provide on campus is not only good educationally, but it also prepares our students for a world that is increasingly global. So today, you join a very, very special community. Like 175,000 others worldwide, you're about to become alumni of this great university. This is a community that expresses the very best of today's world. People who are great thinkers, top leaders, people who are making a difference, whether locally or globally, in industry and in charity, in private companies and the public services. You will be part of that community. So although you all come from very different backgrounds and no doubt will end up working and living in very different locations, in the end, you're all bound together by one common history, which is your experience here at Lancaster. So when you leave here, I hope you take something of Lancaster with you. Your memories, of course, the friends you've made, the tutors you've met, what you have learned from your studies. But above all else, what I hope you take away is what you've learned about yourselves. That if you persevere, it pays off. That if you listen to your hearts, you can achieve great things. That if you believe in yourself, you can make a difference, not just for yourself, but for others. So my advice to you is very simple. Be bold, be brave, believe in yourselves. You have a wonderful, wonderful future ahead of you. On behalf of this great university, I wish you all the very, very best, each of you, for whatever path that takes. You've earned it. Now enjoy it. Thank you.
Please may all Doctor of Philosophy graduates from Lancaster University Management School stand. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of Lancaster University Management School who are worthy to receive higher degrees of the university. As I announce the names of our graduates, I'll also be reading their PhD titles, so please hold your applause until I've finished. Thank you. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Evans Ofusu Boama, CEO Narcissism and Corporate Decisions. Stephen Paul Hutton, the Micro Foundations of Open Innovation. Nicola Platt, Understanding Cross-Boundary Information Flow for Care Coordination in Alcohol Care Pathways. Candrika Fardlan Pitrulaga, Parameter Uncertainty in Business Forecasting. Sam Rawsthorne, Essays on Corporate Disclosure of Value Creation. Harrison Rolls, Essays in Decision Making Under Risk and Uncertainty. Xiaoyong Wu, Essays on Sell-Side Financial Analysts. Please may all Doctor of Philosophy graduates from Lancaster University Management School stand.
By my authority as Chancellor, I confer upon these members of Lancaster University Management School the degrees for which they have been presented. Many, many congratulations to you all. Well done.
Please may all County College graduates who have completed the following programmes stand. Masters in Science and Bachelor of Arts. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of County College who are worthy to receive first degrees of the university. For the degree of Master in Science, Elise Ray Anderson. Sophie Joyce Charlton Dunnett. Abby Jennifer Hewson. Julia Schiavello. Caitlin Young. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Holly Elizabeth Adkins. Charlotte Rose Anker. Zain Ashraf. Matthew Austin. Georgina Lauren Ayres. James Alexander Bambridge. Chloe Baker. Isabel Susan Alice Bartlett. Sachi Bandari. Emma Nicole Blakey. Olivia Boyle. Amelia Ellen Briscoe. Aluwa Damilola Bam Gubu Uwu. Amy Brooke. Elizabeth Emma Brooks. Eleanor Isabel Brown. Floris Bujard. Jamie Burton. Hirad Fatima Butt. Gregor William Randall Carr. Aoife Eowen Carter. Oliver Joseph Corey. Eleanor Comley. Abigail Lillian Christabel Connolly Mealing. Megan Louise Krask. Morgan Leah Critchley. Sadie Amelia Day. Heather Louise Dillon. Yu Shuang Du. Chloe Duckers. Kira Alice Dutton. James Challoner Edwards. Bryony Evans. Yun Tao Fang. Anna Rosa Ferris-Simpson. Emily Rachel Fife. Dominic Fisher. Isabel Rose Fitzsimmons. Freya Gallagher Dickens. Rona Tegan Gardner. Amy Garstang. Rebecca Gilbert. Scarlett Amber Gill. Erin Sarah Green. Kirsten Hall. Eve Jean Catherine Charlotte Jane Harding. Kyle Alexander Hay. Ria Henningham. Olivia Hyam Day. Luca Duffy Hinks. Chloe Holden. Millie Faye Hops. Lucy May Howell. Adam Mark Hughes. Millie Jasmine Hughes. Amelia Sophie Holly Jameson. Garika Geeta Jaswal. Daniel Jenkins. Fu Yi Jin. Lucy Emma Johnson. Emily Caitlin Jones. Isabella Grace Jones. Lauren Jones. William Griffith James Jones. Asta Shihar Kenyon. James Kerr. Isabella Kippin. Daniel Kite. Tabitha Louise Lambie. James Anthony Ralph Lawrenson. Yasmin Lazarek. Joshua John Lewis. Emmy Leyland. Xiao Shu Li. Hao Yi Liang. Patrick Linley. Ming Ho Joshua Lowe. Rebecca Ellen Locke. Abby Florence Lomas. Grace Louise Maitland. Anna May Marley. Ahmad Iraj Mashal. Isabel Grace Mason. Sophia Lily McIntyre. Lara May McNaughton. Alicia Rose Middlehurst. Emily Rose Miles Tom. Kellen Mia Millington. Grace Antonia Moore. Carolina Victoria Moraru Sousa e Silva. Thomas Benjamin Morgan. Helen Elizabeth Mouthorpe. Daniel Mulhern. Maeve Sorka Murphy. Eleanor Fionn Yates. Rebecca Ann Newman. Cameron Charles Newton. Wing Yin Ing. Daniel James Nielsen. L. Olivia Sarah Nudd. Ifunaya Valerie Wigwe. Emily Oliver. Bethany Ord Houghton. Kaya Maria Ostrovska. Georgia May Paulo. Leslie Porter. Amy Ellen Price. Erin Rafferty. Alexandra Natalia Angeles Cacho. Isabel Amarante Ramos. Nina Carmel Reseka Kassan. Frankie Reid. Harriet Rose Reynolds. Susanna Marie Riddell. Megan Rigby. Kate Roberts. Jessica Mary Robinson. Amber Rose. Bruno Rueth Huerta Martinez. Ella Alexandra Sampson. Rebecca Elizabeth Scott. Saskia Seddon. Callum Johan Siedemann. Samuel Bridgman Shearer. Julian David Shemtov. Jia Shi. Leah Silva. James Smith. Megan Elizabeth Christina Smith. David Viesław Staszak. Chloe Nicole Stedman. Shauna Olivia Jade Stedman. Joanna Stephen. Shi Huai Su. Yuna Sun. Lily Theakston. Jessica Faye Thomas. Samuel Peter Thornton. Julia Catherine Thwaites. Olivia Catherine Timbrell. Jessica Kate Todd. Millie Rose Towers. Jack Samuel Turner. Grace Walker. Annabelle Eve Warburton. Holly Elizabeth Ward. Quinn Kingsley Thomas Warner. Emma Jane Watson. Lucas James Watson. Chloe Elizabeth Welsh. Katie Tia White-Musson. Abigail Jane Williams. Naomi China Williams. Samuel John Faraday Wills. Leah Natalie Wishart. Jake Woods. Sophie Paris Worsley. Patrick Nicholas Worthington. Elizabeth Lois Wright. Ija Yang. Kang Lee Yuan. Chung Zhang. Please may all county graduates who have completed the following programmes stand. Master in Science and Bachelor of Arts.
By my authority as Chancellor, I confer upon these members of County College the degrees for which they have been presented. Many, many congratulations to you all. Well done!
Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I here present to you Yrsa Daly Ward for conferral of the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa. Yrsa was born and grew up in Chorley, Lancashire. Raised by her mother and her grandparents, currently based between London and Los Angeles, she has become most well known for her writing, though she is also an accomplished model and actor and fuses music and performance with her literary work. Yrsa began her career as a model, working for brands such as Apple, Estee Lauder and Nike. This work took her away from the northwest of England to South Africa. It was there that she started to become recognised for her poetry, working alongside the British Council to headline 2 major poetry festivals in Johannesburg. Yrsa's first poetry collection, Bone, was published in 2014 and attracted a cult following. A video of Yrsa performing one of the poems from this collection, Mental Health, was watched and shared on Facebook more than 500,000 times. Originally self-published, Bone was later reissued by Penguin Books and achieved mainstream critical success. The collection was described by The Atlantic as an aching and touchable work that illuminates life's interior emotional movements with nuance and long-lingering imagery. And by The Guardian as a visceral read, candidly documenting her religious upbringing, sexuality, and mental health battles. This work of poetry was swiftly followed by On Snakes and Other Stories, published by 3am Press in 2014. And then in 2018, Yrsa published a work variously described as both an autobiographical novel, a lyrical memoir, and a hybrid exploration, part prose, part verse, entitled The Terrible. The Terrible explores Yrsa's childhood in Lancashire and her coming of age both here in the Northwest and in South Africa. The work tackles themes such as addiction, mental ill health, sexuality, body image, and self-expression through a series of sophisticated literary experiments and deeply engaging and effective lyric. On its publication, it achieved immediate success on both sides of the Atlantic, with rave reviews in the New Yorker and Kirkus. And closer to home, it was described by a reviewer for the Evening Standard as possessing a rare combination of literary brilliance, originality of voice, and a narrative that commands you to keep going until you've reached the last page. The Terrible went on to win the Penn Ackerley Prize, an award given annually to a literary autobiography of outstanding literary merit. In receiving this prize, Yrsa joins writing luminaries such as Germaine Greer, Blake Morrison, Alan Bennett, and Amy Liptrot. As her literary career took off, Yrsa continued to act, appearing in the BBC wartime drama World on Fire, in which she played the jazz pianist and singer Connie Knight. She was nominated for the Best Supporting Actress by Filmhouse, the Berlin Film and New Media competition, for her role in the 2019 film London, Arabia. She also appeared in Paul Abbott's TV series Shameless. Yrsa's writing career continued to break new boundaries of form and genre. In 2020, she co-wrote the film script for Black is King with Beyoncé. Black is King is a musical film that tells the journey of a young black African prince and is an allegory for the African diaspora's journey of rediscovery, reclaiming, and celebration of their heritage. The work, Yrsa's first screenwriting credit, received no less than 6 nominations at the Grammy Awards. Yrsa's latest book, published in 2021 and only a year after her success with Black is King, is The How, Notes on the Great Work of Meeting Yourself. The work is a collection of lyrical meditations and immersive poetry that invites the reader to see and feel more of who they really are, beyond the filters of good manners and conditioning. It was celebrated as Book of the Week by The Idler. This creative movement between forms of poetry, memoir, fiction, and lyric is a hallmark of Yrsa's creative practice. Today, Yrsa continues to use her online newsletter, The Utter, as a shape-shifting journal to build creative community, to bring her work to an international audience. Her innovative use of social media has turned Instagram into a form of lyric technology and has brought her poetry from the heart of Lancashire to readers across the world. In an interview with 66 magazine, Yrsa has acknowledged the example of her mother's industry and determination as a factor in her success. And from a Jamaican immigrant mother who knew what it was like to work 2 jobs and also be studying. She was studying for her degree right up until 10 years before she died. She was always striving. Chancellor, it is my particular privilege to present to you, on behalf of the Senate, Yrsa Daly-Ward, for conferral of the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa.
By my authority as Chancellor, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, Honoris Causa. Many congratulations.
Chancellor, guests, students, chosen family. It is my absolute honour and privilege to be here today and to accept just such a beautiful honour. Students, graduates, guests, you are not the same body of thoughts or things that walked into this year. Most change happens slowly and in the excellent dark. Most large things are learned while we are busy with sleep. This is your life. You do not need to force it this way or that. There's a source running through you that is wiser than the head. Let go sometimes, flow sometimes. Be a friend to your thoughts and let them rest sometimes. And the reason I say this and the reason for the poem, I answer everything in poetry because that's what I do. The reason for the poem is because when I was 18, which was like 300 years ago, I wanted to attend university and I didn't make it to the university, and the university I wanted to attend was this one. It didn't happen. And I went out into the world, and now, 300 years later, imagine my surprise when after a few books, I get a message from this university saying they want to honour me and give me this honorary degree. And I just thought, wow, life happens in circles. You really have to trust the thing that is running through you. And you really have to trust that it's coming. Sometimes we don't know how we'll get there, but we have a spark of something inside us which sometimes wanes because of life, because of all the things it throws at you, because of all the difficulties and the people that tell you you can't, or maybe the voice that tells you you can't. But we all have that, and it never completely snuffs out. You know, we have it. It's just the thing running alongside you. And one thing that I know, if I know anything, and it's very little what I know still learning, but if I know anything, it's that you've got to trust your intuition. And look, here I am, 300 years later, being honoured at Lancaster University. It happened like that, and I don't owe it to anything else but the fact that I have this thing that we all have, and it's called intuition, and thank God I let it guide me even at my most difficult times. Thank you for such a beautiful, beautiful address. It's interesting to hear your bio. It's like, wow, is that really me? But it is. Yeah, I'm not going to bore you and keep you too long, but thank you so much. This is more than I could ever have dreamed. The women in my family are sadly passed on, my mum and grandma, but they're here with me in spirit. I can feel them, and they would be overjoyed to know that this is happening now, and I'm sure in a small way that they are here, and they do know. Thank you so much, everyone. This is fantastic.
Please may all County College graduates who have completed the following programmes stand: Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Laws. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of County College who are worthy to receive their first degrees. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Cameron George Spencer May. For the degree of Bachelor of Science, Diona Awoa Abela. Seth Ali Bakat. Ella Vidya Bika. Louis Robert Bradley. Abby Callahan. Katie Gibson. Victoria Neve Godfrey Jones. Matthew Terence Hill. Jack Jenkinson. Amna Lari. Regile Machita. Olivia Madeline Mason. Fiona Emily O'Brien. James William Payne. Harry Jack Peat. James Oscar Peat. Mia Elizabeth Scarborough. Hannah Southern. Evie Ray Sugden. Mark Christopher Trenham. Charlotte Jordan Turner. Ethan Brian Webster. Kirsty Whitehead. Ivan Thomas Wilson. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Adriana Abdul Razak. David Burgess. Grace Nellie Harriet Coley. Melvin E. Corrie. Amelia Violet Dobson. Jacob Duffy. Fionn May Elliott. Tashan Esho. Georgina May Evans. Mia Adele Charlotte Fantoni. Louise Wing Tung Fung. Thomas Alfie Gibbons. Adam Thomas Gillespie. Charles Patrick Horgan. Katie J. Hewlett. Joseph Anurin Innes. Usama Iqbal. Sumachi Chidiotu Kane Ejimogu. Hyun Ju Kim. Ching Na Jessica Law. Katie Marie Schwereb Livermore. Claudia Lushak. Phoebe Catherine Monaghan. Abigail Ann Mosley. Alyssa Mushett. Salma Nasser. Amy Inez Nettleton. Abigail Patterson. Joshua Leon David Pocock. Georgia Rose Price. Samuel George Rutherford. Jua Fatima Salam. Caitlin Story. Alice Rose Weaver. Grace Alexandra Woolaway. Please, may all County College graduates who have completed the following programmes stand: Bachelor of Engineering, Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Laws.
By my authority as Chancellor, I confer upon these members of County College the degrees for which they have been presented. Many, many congratulations to you all. Well done. I now declare closed this congregation of the University of... You were all a bit slow. To be honest, if I have one note of criticism, you've been a very, very good audience, but you're a bit slow. Anyway, shall I start again? Yes, okay. I now declare closed this congregation of the University of Lancaster. Long may the university prosper.